And good afternoon from East Moline, the Quad Cities. This is Quincy High Blue Devil basketball, Western Big Six style from the girls' side. And welcome to the Panther Den. It's the last road trip for the Blue Devils as far as the conference is concerned. One more road trip to Hannibal next week on Tuesday, and then the last conference game next week against Moline on Wednesday. Mark your calendar for that. Devils come up here and they take their 16-10 record after a great victory against Alleman the other night, winning that ball game 66-53 after being down by 7 at halftime, 38-31. Jada Brown had 30 points in that game. Cameron Byquist came back with a 15-pointer and kept the ball alive with a lot of rebounds and steals. And then Madeline Hamby had 12. And, of course, Chloe Nicholson did a great job. And Miley Longcourt did not score, but played defense against Adeline Voss and really worked hard. Adeline got a few of her points, but Hokie picked it up later on. Today, of course, it's the East Moline Panthers, and after last year's conference championship, they fight it a little bit this year. They're 1-27, 0-12 in the conference. Even with Linnell Awu, the big girl inside, they've got no supporting cast. So it's been a tough season for East Moline. And, of course, early in the season at Quincy High Gymnasium on December 19th. After one quarter, it was only 6-4 Quincy. Halftime, 17-12. Third quarter is picked up 34-20, and the Devils won 53-22 as Brown had 21, Byquist had 15, so there she was starting to play well there, and Awu had 20 of the 22 points on the other side. That sounds like a box score back in Coach Pettit's day, but did Pettit have the 20 or the 2?
No, probably the 2. Be a little bit closer than that. I mean, this is one of those games where you look at and, okay, let's come out, let's take care of business. You know, the first game I didn't make down in Quincy because I think it was on a Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. So, we got to start better, get out, pressure the ball, make them handle the ball, because obviously the big girl, if you get it to her down on the block, she's going to score, So we got to make sure it doesn't get to that point, and make sure that, and then we get the ball and we go out on a fast break.
Yep, and Awu, of course, is only a junior. They don't list her height in there, but she's about 6'5".
Yeah. I was going to say 6'3", 6'2", 6'3" at least, but good feet, moves well. Well, she did last year, when she played as a sophomore, with her sister as a senior.
Yep, we went to NC State and playing down there. Hey, it's the pregame show right here. It's Blue Devil basketball against the Panthers of East Moline. It's the pregame show. We'll come back with more of the pregame show right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
I thought that was coming faster. Sorry. And back here in the pregame show, Panther Den. And today, the band's still here, and they're on the lower level, which they're usually, are they in the lower level or are they up top?
Usually up top, I believe.
That's right, because the student section's down below. But they shut down the upper deck on the one side, so that gives us all kinds of freedom to move and actually move our camera so we don't have to move it. We've got a perfect spot there that picks up almost every bit of the court except for the tiny little bit of the corners here. Well, Blue Devils are winding down here. As I mentioned there in my intro, today we're taking on UT. It'll be on Tuesday at Hannibal, and then back for the conference game on Wednesday against Moline, and then, boom, into the postseason. And, of course, we mentioned this the other day. We head to the Alton Sectional, and the regionals are held at Belleville East and Granite City. And, of course, the key would have been to be the number 3 seed. And you look back, Coach, if you get –
They've already come out?
Oh, yeah. The seeds came out Thursday, and the brackets came out Friday.
Okay.
And so with this, if they come in third, you end up playing Collinsville. Then you get O'Fallon, number 2 seed. So, it's a hard road, but a better road because Collinsville I think, is beatable. Instead, we become the 5 seed, and that's 2 or 3 games of wins or losses. We're so close. The 5 seed plays the 4 seed. That's Edwardsville. And, of course, we played Edwardsville at the beginning of the season. Second game of the season.
About 42-29, I believe.
Indeed
something
it was.
of that nature.
It was exactly that, and that was at O'Fallon. Of course, last year we went for 2 games at O'Fallon. Coach Dan said, hey, we got a young squad, not a young squad as much as a small squad. There's no way we can go down and play O'Fallon and Edwardsville on the same day. And so we played 1 game down there. This is a better team and a different team than then. And so with that being said, there's a good opportunity there. But that is Tuesday, the same day that the Blue Devils will come up here and take on Rock Island in the Rock Garden. And it'll be a 7:30 game in Granite City. 6 o'clock is the first game. That's Alton, the number 1 seed, against number 8 Granite City. I'm sure they love hosting it and playing the number 1 seed.
Oh, yeah.
Only 2 losses, I believe 25-2 on the season right now.
Yeah, Incarnate Ward just beat them, if I'm not mistaken. That was their 2nd loss of the year.
Just looking at that, I think I was looking at somebody else that played Edwardsville. Some of their losses, and one of them to Incarnate Wood.
Oh, yeah.
But we're beat badly. As we're sitting here waiting for the national anthem, we're kind of filling before they fired up when we're right in the middle of a conversation. So glad you could be with us on this Saturday afternoon. Chilly in Quincy, little rain up here at East Moline when I got here. Spitting little ice and snow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
The new Panther Den. So they don't come out. They usually hook up the, like Geneseo, don't they hook the flag up and pull it up?
I have no idea. Well, I know when Coach Weber was here, they used to bring the Panther out.
And time for our national anthem.
please rise. Kindly remove your hats to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem by the UT Pep Band.
And our starting lineups are up next. Of course, brought to you by Blessing Health, Blessing Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. We've got you covered from head to toe.
From competitive youth sports to high school and college athletes to fitness enthusiasts, sports injuries can easily put you on the sidelines. Our orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine physicians are here to diagnose and treat your sports injuries should they arise. Every step of your journey matters to us, and when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
And back to the Panther Den as the Blue Devils are getting introduced in their road blue trimmed in white. And, of course, the Blue Devils look like this. They start off Miley Loncourt, number 14. That's ML the second. Cameron Byquist, number 20. Sure looked good in the ankle the other night. Number 24, Chloe Nicholson, the freshman. Jada Brown wears number 21, leading the team in scoring almost 19 points a game. She had 30 the other night against Alleman. And Madeline Hamby with a good game as well. She had 12 the other night. By the way, Byquist had 15. Everybody played good in that game the other night. Like I said, Miley didn't even score, but she wasn't needing to score. She did such a good job on defense. And Nicholson checks off as many boxes as she can when she's not scoring.
Yeah, and you know that's the defense wins championships. So, you know, when you get after it and you know, as Molly did the last game, you know, shut out the best scorer on the other team or, you know, give her very few opportunities, You know, that's what good teams are made of. You know, other people stepping up, you know, offensively, and you do the job defensively. Well, her brother last night, he got what, 10 points maybe?
I'll have to double check
Yeah,
that as I'm looking at the starting
10
lineups.
points, but, you know, defending, you know, and shutting it down. That's what he did second half.
Here's the Panthers lineup. Number 5, Ebony Figueroa. She's a sophomore guard. We've got number 10, Nande Elheimer. Number 15, Anika Tristan. Number 22, Avery Bennett Hughes. And wrapping it up, Linnell Awu, number 33 in the middle. Chase Pavlonis, the coach on the other side. And the Devils have, of course, Brad Dance with Katie Klopper here today. Brad Bergman not here. And our coach's comments, of course, normally brought to you by Kunis Honda, Faith Family, and Giving Back. Did not have a chance because Coach had to step in for Bergman early. Devils got the tip. Three-pointer missed by Longcore. So a shout-out to Brad Bergman having a tooth taken care of. That can be more painful than anything else.
Looks like the Panthers started out in a 1-2-2.
Inside of Wu. Brown stays behind. Ball gets back, kicked back out into the right corner. Shot from 3, no good. Rebounding Chloe Nicholson. Glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon. Winding down the last week of the season, basically, for the girls before postseason. And the boys got another full week, and then the week where we have Rocky only one game for us. Jada Brown in the high post. Kicks it in the right corner. Longcourt back out high. Malin Hamby sets. Shoots. No good. Rebound in the weak side. Panthers got it and lost it. So it'll be Devils basketball on their baseline. And I got a picture of the grandparents over there a little earlier. I threw in Mrs. Brown and Mrs. Longcourt. That makes them sound a little bit older. Had a chance to talk to Donna Lowry, Donna Cramsey. She came over early in the season. I had a chance to catch up with her. Nicholson out front. Three-pointer by Chloe. She opens it up with a 3 for the game. Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road.
Good open look. You know, and if she gets that shot, she's got to shoot it. You know, and that'll bring everybody out, and then she can go the hole.
And Hamby had the look, but gave up the one extra pass. Defense came out on her briefly, and that gave Chloe a chance for the easy shot. Ball hit the floor. It was a jump ball. Linnell goes, I tried to throw whatever headband it was and only made it halfway to the bench. Panthers basketball, Devils lead 3-0. Minute and a half in this one. Jeff Wellman, Dave Pettit on this Saturday afternoon. We'll be back in Quincy tonight for the Batavia Bulldog game with our own Blue Devils.
Devils in the 1-2-2.
Shot from outside for 3. Nice shot from the top.
Got to do a little bit better job of fighting over that screen out there at the top of the key, you know, to challenge that shot.
That was Figueroa with that shot outside. Now it comes back out to Jada Brown. Jada takes the 3, no good. Rebounded Awu, and if you're going to have it inside the rim, Awu's going to get about every rebound. Just standing there with her hands up, she covers so much ground. Inside to Awu. She goes opposite side. Good ball movement on the outside perimeter. Panthers step in, had the 3. They go back to Awu. Linnell steps in and uses about every part of that rim as it just barely snuck over and snuck around. 5-2 Panthers with a lead. First game, the sophomores lost. Jada turns around, 14-footer, rattles in and out. It was a close game, and I looked away when I went down and talked to Coach Dance for a moment, and I think we ended up losing by at least 15+. High post for Panthers. Goes down low, kicks back out, and that should be a half a point or a point. Sticks it between the rim, and you know, it happens more with the girls' basketball because it's smaller. And so it sticks between the rim and the backboard, and those new balls are softer. So when it goes in there, it doesn't even make a sound. It's like a Nerf ball going in there. Just goes. You're looking for it. It's muted.
I've seen the boys' balls. I think they're the same material.
Yes.
You know, and it's like, oh my goodness.
It's a different feel for the ball. A lot of guys early in the season did not like it, but some of the coaches we talked to said, hey, if the kids like it, that's the ones playing the game. So, and it'd be a jump ball.
It's kind of hard to not get away from those good, nice leather ones that we used to play with.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Then problem is those RSSs, they'd break them out brand new out of the box and never put them into practice play, and now you got a slick basketball. Well, we got a held ball again, so that took about 2 seconds. Madeline bounced past it into Brown. Quickly, the guards were there for the Panthers.
Well, that's one thing Coach Leggett used to do. We used to practice with it all week, and then for the game, we'd be used to it. You know, and your team coming in is like, oh, what's this?
Yeah, you look at the ones I used to see in the Boston Celtics using, they look like they've been, used for years before they hit the floor.
Oh, got
good defense there. And it was a good defense here. Awu, and the other guard down there was having a hard time getting the ball. Somehow was saved, and Awu was a lane right to the basket. And she was fouled. So first foul and the first free throws. Free throws will go for Awu. On the other side, it'll be Longcore on the foul.
Wherever she's at, you got to have two people darn near assigned to her. You know, down there on the block, you got to have your weak side help if you're going to go ahead and front.
And we really haven't been fronting, and that's the other thing, too. With a team of shooters, you still got to guard everybody outside. This team doesn't shoot as well.
Yep.
Awu missed both of them. Devils got the rebound. In transition, Hamby takes the three-pointer, no good from the left corner. Weak side rebound comes away for Evany. Evany Figueroa. I was looking for Every and Ivory. It's not Ebony, it's Evany in the high post. Right side shot, no good. Almost the same place that Figueroa stuck that ball a minute ago. This time it was a little off. Goes out of bounds, Blue Devil basketball. 4:30 left.
And Awu almost went in and got the rebound. We got to make sure we put a body on her at all times.
Timeout taken, 4:30 left in the first. Panthers 5, Devils 3. It's Blue Devil basketball on megasportsco.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any two of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Right.
None.
Back at the Panther den. 4:30 left in the first. Timeout was taken. Panthers lead 5-3. Devils have the basketball. Miley Longcore brings it down court. Jada's in the high post. Nicholson out front as well. Miley from 21. Left side. Good. Longcore after one pass to the right to Nicholson. Got the pass back. Hits the three-pointer. Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center. For all your needs, especially kitchen and bath, see Kevin at Woodmart. 6-5 Devils with a lead.
Don't know what East Moline was thinking about that. Ooh.
Nice job inside as Ari Bennett Hughes gets the ball in the high post. What do? You face up. If nobody's guarding you, shoot it. And she did for the bucket. Left side. After going in the high post to Jada Brown, Miley Longcore hits the three-pointer again. Devils have 9, and it's 3 trays so far to start this one off. We'll stay right here with the timeout. Of course, that three-pointer as well as the others, also brought to you by Woodmart Building Center. 12th and Jack McKenzie Way. That's the Seminary Road out there right at the top. Used to be Scotty Skateland when we were kids. It was basically an old tent looking like, an Army tent. And that's where Scotty Skateland was before they went out East Broadway. You're welcome there, guys, out there for a quick pitch.
Two good kickouts, 2 good shots by my. I think she's out of her little schneid, not scoring the last game. You know, with those 2 good looks. And the lid being taken off of the basket for her.
Yeah, well, she wasn't really looking for the shot as much the other night as well as she played good D.
Oh,
Hamby gets the steal almost. Got in the backcourt, and then after the steal, just a half a second behind, but she still got contact. And then coming up to take the ball away from the Panthers, or from the Devils, was the Evany Figueroa.
Well, and this is what I think we have to do. We got to get out and pressure the ball, so they don't have a chance to get it down inside to the big girl.
Lobbed inside now, and Jada Brown was on the weak side for the steal. By the way, that foul was on Hamby, her first, second on the Devils.
Oh.
Well, when you find somebody that's shooting well, you're going to try to find her.
Yeah.
But trying to find her from the right side in the left corner is a tough pass, and over the head of Miley, and that goes back to the Panthers.
Right idea. Right idea for sure.
Yep. Just had a little too much. Oh, Nicholson from the back row with a steal up high. Nice pass goes in, and Cameron Byquist going to shoot as a nice shuffle pass there from Nicholson. First one's for the Devils today. Cameron Byquist to shoot. That was really good because we were in the 1-2-2, and Chloe was in the back row, anticipated the high post pass, and made a cut to it. Foul was on number 15, Anika Tristan. That's her first, and the first for East Moline, or UT as you'll hear him called. Many times for years I would hear him talk about East Moline, and then somebody would talk about UT.
United Township High School.
And normally you were thinking, are we talking about 2 teams? or because most people call it East Moline, even though UT is the official name. kind of like LaGrange, Missouri. They got an interesting official name, too. Second free throw, no good. Jada Brown with the rebound and the putback with the left hand. So 2 missed free throws by Byquist, unlike her.
Well, good job by Jada. You know, a little nudge on Awu, got the rebound and put it right back in.
Awu in the middle, 4 on the perimeter. They'll flash somebody to the high post.
Help.
There's
There
another
we
lob.
go.
This one, Madeline Hamby. Madeline wasn't in help mode, but it came to her. Nicholson to Byquist on the right side. Three-pointer. Good. Cam Byquist hits the 3. Devils have 4 threes out of their 5 baskets. They're on an 8-point run.
Looks much better there, with a little bit of lift on the shot.
Timeout taken with 2:46 left in the first quarter. Devils 14, Panthers 7. And it's Blue Devil basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Back to Panther Den. The Panther Band. A pep band, as you see there, not a full orchestra. We'll be checking that out tonight with the Blue Devil Band. By the way, a happy belated birthday, Jakai Castleman. We were going to wish him birthday on his birthday Wednesday, but that's when we were heading to Webster Groves. That game got canceled. We forgot about it. So on the way up, I sent out a Facebook page note, and we'll give it to him here as well. I believe he's 15 now, so watch out next year when he gets his license. Inside 3 minutes, first quarter. Devils lead 14-7. Back on D. Nicholson, good job on that one. They're getting lazy, and on that one, trying to pass it in was Bennett Hughes, and forgot that we had defense in front. Just because you got a big girl inside doesn't mean you can turn and throw it. Now, there they did. Awu inside. The left hand, no good. Long rebound. Brown can't do anything about it. Second one, no good. Third one comes out on her. Nicholson blocks this one. The fourth one, and Nicholson gets called for the foul on that. So 2 rebounds.
Well, if you're going to let her stay underneath the volleyball line, and do jump balls, and she's 6'3", 6'4", you're going to lose that battle dang near every time. And we lost it 3 times in a row.
Well, in the first 2, obviously the ball bounced, and Jada had a semi-body on her. She just assumed she could jump up. First free throw was good. Second one, no good. Nicholson with the rebound.
Hey, it doesn't make any difference. If you got somebody that's like 4 inches taller than you got to box her out farther away from the basket and make her go over your back to get the rebound and make a foul.
Jada Brown missed the shot from 15. Panthers got the rebound. Approaching 2 minutes left in the first. Yeah, then the third one, Nicholson blocked. The fourth one came in and almost looked like the same block.
Good job fronting right there. That's what you got to do in the 1-2-2. Your weak side's got to rotate over when it goes down the corner, for your other 3 row to go out, and you got to get in front of it, and then you got to have weak side help.
That time Jada just stepped around and was playing behind her initially. It was a jump ball. Devils get it back. Longcourt gets it on the wing. Immediately they cover her up. She went down to Byquist, came back out of the perimeter, and Chloe Nicholson from the right side hits a 3. 2 extra passes on that one. Nicholson gets her second 3 of the ball game. Devils lead 17-8 on Woodmart Building Center. Kevin Vandement and company.
Good job by Byquist pulling it out. Going in against the Woo, it says, I don't think so. And then the couple extra passes, get the wide open look for Nicholson.
Bennett Hughes made a nice pass inside to Awu. She made a nice move and missed it. Ball was tipped out of bounds by the Devils. She's getting her shots inside. There's no doubt about that, point blank. Panthers basketball.
She's 6'4", 6'5". She's a big girl. Get around front.
On the perimeter to the left side. Into the game now, taking that shot. No good. Weak side went right to Awu. Couldn't do much about that. Linnell was sitting right there. That ball bounced off the rim or off the backboard. Came in off a shot by Elheimer.
Awu pushed Nicholson underneath the basket, and, the miss she obviously got.
Jada Brown works hard inside, turns, gets her shot blocked, gets it back, has 2 guards collapsing as well as Awu, and Brown puts it up off the glass, hits it, and she's got a free throw to boot. Foul was called on Elheimer, her first, second on the Panthers. Jada works hard. We've talked about that. Can you imagine if you had a center, a true center like the size of Awu, where Jada could come in and outside and play that 4 spot? Jada gets the blue collar 3, 20-10. Even the blue collar are there for the contract workers.
Oh.
And if you're
We'll
a
take that
contract,
one.
you got it. If you're a contract worker and you want to come out and see Kevin Vandermint, I believe it's Tim O'Brien. I was shouting out those names the other day. And yes, it is. What a memory, like a trap. 53.6, Mia Ellifritz is into the ball game. Who got the break? Madeline Hamby. Other 4 stay in for the Devils. Don't have a big bench anyway, as we've talked about throughout the year. Had a couple injuries and a couple illnesses.
Kind of looks like a 1-3-1 now for the Panthers.
Shot out high, Jada Brown, no good. Good job. Oh, Cameron Byquist was going there, but beating her to that corner was the Panther.
I thought she did a pretty good job boxing out to get that rebound.
Indeed. Awu had it on out there 30 feet from the basket. Now finally gets underneath the basket. 12-footer. Looking around. No, she takes it down to the baseline. Shots blocked by Nicholson. There's the advantage there. Linnell's got size.
Jump ball. Oh.
Wow. That's it. The guy on high said, no, I've got Linnell on a foul.
Yeah.
It'll be her first. The 3rd of the first quarter. That's a good job, too, because the guy on high saw the foul, and then basically, and Jada worked so hard to get the rebound. Look at that. Now, Nicholson can drop off of her with her height.
I mean, this foul was called underneath the basket, and the guy's sitting there looking right at it and calls a jump ball. You know, and the guy from out at half court comes and calls a foul. I don't know.
Devils with the basketball down to 1 second. And in the left corner quickly, shot was taken. Devils didn't get into it quick enough, but through 1 quarter, it's the Blue Devils 20 and the Panthers 10. Back with second quarter action. Blue Devil basketball on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Back to the Panther Den, the newly renovated Panther Den. First year we play the girls here. Last year I had the opportunity to play in the other gym. I really like that gym, and if you've got a girls' gym like we do, you take it as home, and then you build around it. They moved everybody over here, and today we've got a freshman tournament over there. I didn't see if it was boys or girls.
I believe boys.
I just happened to see the first admission table down there, and then the second one if you got here. So if you made it halfway through the building, you got hit for a couple different admissions. Not. Second quarter will start. East Moline will have the basketball. Lineup will be Ellifritz, Byquist, Longcore, Nicholson, and Brown in the 1-2-2.
And what I think they've done is put pressure on the guards outside and got some easy, cheap turnovers. You know what I mean? Then pushed it up and got good looks.
Awu
like
missed the
this
shot.
one right here.
Awu misses the shot. Brown and Awu both fought for it. The ball went out. Devils went down the other way, missed the fast break layup. Another jump ball, about the 6th or 7th one. Not as many as we had earlier this season in one of those games. So it was in the second quarter. Devils will have it under their own basket.
Once again, defense turning into opportunistic offense.
Nicholson in the right corner. High post. There's Brown. Brown, turnaround, 12-footer, good.
There's where she needs to be, right there.
Jada's got 7 in the ball game, 22-10. Devils with the lead. On the other side, into the ball game now. Margaret Trueblood, and I've got to think that she's called something else. I got to look at that because I think last day she wanted to be called Maya. That's when I was talking to Linnell down there.
Oh.
Almost lost the ball, the Panthers. Comes to this side. Trueblood gives it up. Now in the high post, Awu. Awu's looking for some guard. She has the ball above her head. Came back out to Ellheimer. Back into Awu. That's how you do it. Awu with a good move. Strong and scores. Awu's got 2, 4, 6, 7 points out of the 12 on the other side. Brown pulls up, 15-footer, just off the front of the iron. Jada comes in, takes the ball away from Awu. Linnell got the ball, didn't expect her to sneak up on the side, and Jada took it away to the hole, did not score, but Jada's at the line shooting 2.
Offensive rebounding is effort, and more effort, and Jada showed it right there.
She's got the effort in all parts of her game, and again, if you actually think, well, she took the shot, she's not going to follow the shot, you're wrong. And for shooters, as we know,
you know when it ain't going in.
You got it, and you know where it's going to, so you have the first jump on it. That's why you always screen out those shooters. Brown.
And that's why I like her a little bit closer to the basket instead of shooting threes, off the bounce-back dribble. Keep her in closer to the basket, and she'll get your rebounds for you and baskets.
Jada makes both free throws, makes it a 24-12 lead for the Devils. Awu on the left baseline turned, and she actually found her player on the right baseline. Short corner there, Ebony Figueroa took the shot, missed it, but she was fouled. She had the three-pointer in the first quarter for the Panthers. Foul was called on Longcore. It's her second.
Good job on the defense by the Devils, collapsing in, on the big girl, and they had 3 of them around on her. Make her make the pass, and somebody else beat you, instead of letting her take it to the hole hard, 1-on-2.
And Annelle does a good job when she does face up. She looks for other people.
Oh, yeah.
Second free throw is good.
Very unselfish player.
1 for 2 there. 24-13, Devils still with the lead. And the basketball. Byquist went on the low block, kicked it back out to the high post on the left side. Jada Brown gets the assist. Give Byquist that extra pass and the assist. Give Brown the basket, by the way.
Elbow look. Right there, elbow look.
Devils doubling up at 26-13.
Gotta help.
It went into Awu. Nicholson almost got
Travel.
beat. Yep. And Chloe went for the ball to the left side. Now, Coach Dance is coming down right now to say, stay behind her and don't bite. So she kind of went by her. And if Linnell would have realized it, she would have turned and went strong to the basket.
Yeah, hands straight up, is what Coach is saying, and that's what you got to do, so you don't get the fouls.
Longcore gets a break. Madeline Hamby back in the game. In the left corner, back up to the high post to Jada. Top of the key, Chloe shoots a 3. Good. Chloe Nicholson from out high. 2 extra passes, 3-pointer makes it 29-13. Woodmart building style.
Well, within the offense, with an extra pass, good job moving the basketball by the Blue Devils, on the offensive end. Oh, steal.
Good job by Cameron taking the steal. They tried to make the pass across. We had a 2-guard front. Pass was going to Figueroa. On the break, got down there, got it tipped away, and it will be Blue Devil basketball. 5:27 left in the first half. We'll break down some halftime. We'll talk a little bit about the Devils girls in the postseason as well as the rest of the season for the boys. Oh, dangerous pass across court. Hamby got it in the high post. Brown, great move.
Pass.
Got Byquist down on the left block as Jada was making the move to the right, and Cameron was flashing from the right corner. Ended up on the left block wide open, and she turned and missed the layup. And
great pass by Jada. You got to catch that and finish that one off.
Devils look like come into a 1-3-1 now in the half-court set with Nicholson at the point. Ella Fritz Brown and Hamby that 3-line, and now running that baseline, Cameron Byquist. And if you're going to run a 1-3-1, that back person has to be one of 2 things. A guard who can move that fast back and forth, who can play big perimeters, or that guard forward who is lanky that can run the floor, especially in guys. You want somebody 6'4", 6'3", 6'4" that can run that.
Oh, yeah. It's a tough defense to play, but if you have the right personnel to play it, oh, my goodness, it can be very effective.
Indeed. I like it in the full court situation myself, or 3-quarter court. Traveling by the Panthers gives the Devils the ball back. Nicholson with the basketball. Like we said, Longcore got a break there a second ago. And went right over Mia Elefritz. That's where I was going to say. Mia started to make a cut. She could have stayed out there on the arch and had a shot, but she started to make it a cut to the basket, and Chloe threw it over her head. So Nicholson at the point of this, Elefritz and Hamby on each side of Brown, and Cameron Byquist running the baseline. There's a tip. Nicholson tipped it away. Hustling in from the corner was Elleheimer. Awu got the basketball. Kicks it back out from the high post. Air ball. That was Bennett Hughes, missed that one. She had a good look and no real pressure coming out on her. I think she thought it was coming out faster.
Nice job of boxing out by Jada. Keeping the big girl out at the volleyball line. Didn't have an opportunity for an offensive rebound.
Elephants on the left wing. Her 3 no good. Jada Brown gets the rebound. Kicks it back out. Mia gets another opportunity. Misses this one. Ball is tipped inside. And a little bump there. Little hip bump. It almost, if it would have been a dance, whatever that dance was, he used to do the hips. That's all that really was. Cameron Byquist was giving a little love out there.
Was that the locomotion or something like that?
That was even farther back. There's no doubt about that. Did you just throw Three Dog Night at me, I think?
I don't know.
I'm going to have to double check. I've been on a good run with my music knowledge.
Well, once again, Nicholson out at the point of this 1-3-1, with her length, just caused another turnover.
Yeah, Wu had to throw it over Nicholson.
Yep.
But the problem is when she gets it to her guards are short and it went over her head. Long three from the corner. Mia missed. Ball came out high.
I don't know if I like the one pass and launch a three. Work the ball inside, get it inside out.
Panthers start to drive down the baseline. Good job by the Devils knocking it out. Nobody up on the scoring table coming in. Devils stay in their lineup. Pack it in. Wu, of course, she comes down. 12 feet from the basket. Gets the ball. Puts it one on the floor. Good job by Nicholson and Hamby coming out to help. Three-pointer outside, no good. Hamby gets the rebound.
Nice box outs by three girls underneath. Oh.
Bad luck there as the ball gets thrown down the sideline. Chloe went to grab it and then put it on the floor, but her long arm was over the sideline.
Have we scored any points in the last 2 minutes?
Oh, definitely not the last two. It's a 9-3 quarter, and the Devils came out with it. They've got the 9, leading 29-13. Got to remind everybody out there of the score because sometimes when you don't get a score.
29-13, 3:30 to go here in the second quarter. So kind of been stagnant on the offensive end, and, being a little sloppy with the ball, instead of being crisp, running your cuts, making good solid passes.
Panthers had the ball, have a tough time getting it in. Elephants tipped it briefly. Figueroa brings it down to the left corner. Awu starts. She stops at the short corner. One dribble, that's the key you can't do. She can do that inside with a one dribble. Awu starts to bring it in. Nice spin move. Oh, a great job of using the elbow around. She didn't force and hook her. Missed the shot, though. Jada held her ground. Devils got the rebound. Figueroa at half court and bumped Hamby just enough to get around her and take the ball away. Madeline then fouled, so for Madeline, her second foul. Devils third in the second quarter, one on the other side for the Panthers. Figueroa, that guard out there, hustling, kind of runs the offense. She'll bring it down in the ball game. Alonzo. She flashes up for a two-guard front. High post is Awu. Ball was in the corner and just thrown out there to half court. Luckily, Figueroa went down and tracked it down. Panthers still have the basketball on the right side. Back to the top, but this time Jada Brown steps out and steals it. Jada going to go all the way to the basket. Oh, just misses, and the reason she was bumped there by Figueroa, her first foul. Panthers second of the quarter. Jada back to the line where she is 3 for 3 on the young day.
Well, good job by Jada getting out in the passing lane there and then taking it down and almost finishing it off.
Yeah, Figueroa just made enough contact there on the hip, knocked her off her line. And speaking of lines, Jada's line was straight in the basket there on that free throw.
Which it is most of the time.
Indeed. Good free throw shooting teams, both the Devils and the Devils on the girls' side. From the girls' side. Oh, the second one rolls in and out.
Actually, you jinxed that, man.
Just rattled in and out a little bit there. Awu with the rebound. All the Devils were back. They dropped back in that 1-3-1 half-court set. Nicholson. I think she's gotten a little taller since we started this season off. Sure looks like it. Maybe it's her ponytail's longer, which makes her taller. Inside, Bennett Hughes. Turnaround shot off the glass. Not a bad shot there by Ari Bennett Hughes. She actually looks like an athlete. Like, you can start filling around. I'll have to double-check what year she is. From the left corner. Shot was blocked. Cameron turned to shoot the ball, not realizing that Alonzo was right there. 2 minutes left in the half. High lob. Over everybody's head. And that'll be Blue Devil basketball. Yeah, I was going to say, Bennett Hughes kind of looks like she could be a pretty good athlete up and down the floor. She is a junior, so another one of the juniors on this team. Ellaheimer and Glacken and Angus Moore. We don't see Angus or Glacken much in here. Three-pointer. Nicholson might have missed her first three-pointer of the day. She's got 2 in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter. After the missed shot, Panthers had the rebound. Foul will be called on. Oh, I thought they said 4. Oh, yeah, Emma Bunch is in the game. I was looking for Emma Bunch. 4th foul for the Devils. First for Emma, who snuck in on me. Watched her play in the first game along with Mia. Both have to play because we need the numbers. Good contingency of the grandparents over there today, traveling on Panthers. Went over and took a picture of some of the grandparents. We'll post that a little later. 1:28 left, first half action. Still doubling up on the other side. This time it's 30-15. Nicholson brings it across the timeline. In the high post. Brown gets double teamed from the guards. Left corner, Byquist. She was thrown to Ellifritz, but luckily Brown was behind her. On the drive, Brown got it down to Byquist. Cam was falling back on that one. I don't think she was set ready for that pass. The shot was okay. It did hit the rim, but missed. Panthers with it. 4 on the perimeter. Awu inside. From the right side. Shot no good. They got some good looks, but they fire up air balls. The pressure of defense on a tough season is what that is. Nicholson, top of the key, behind the back, through the legs. Knowles did that earlier today. She had a couple dribbles between the legs with pressure. Ellifritz, top of the key. Good! Mia Ellifritz hits the three-pointer. She's had some good looks. Makes it 33-15. And another Woodmart Building Center moment. The Woodmart Building Center moments. Awu drives to the hole from the top. No good. Ball's on the floor. Good save. First time she's been in the ball game. Padono made a great save. Awu got on the floor. Did we have Jada Brown on there, I think? Either way, it was a jump ball with 26-6, and he gives it to the Panthers. Box out of bounds play from the baseline. Bennett Hughes back to the top. Awu now will go down to the block.
Got to make sure we find the big girl.
In the high post. Sends it right back. Now go back out to Hughes. It's a double and triple team on Awu. Oh, Awu works hard. Linnell getting to the basket. Kept working back and forth on Brown and Byquist.
You can't. I mean, Byquist was the primary guarder there, and, you know, I'm sorry, 6'4" against 5'5" or 5'6" isn't going to work most of the time. So you've got to have some people collapsing in there and chopping up at the ball.
And I expect on that one, because Bennett Hughes actually reset her feet on the perimeter, I thought Linnell might send it right back out, but she faked it and then made her move and got some separation there.
Yeah. I mean, you almost have to have, Jada dropping down from the middle of that 1-3-3, at the line, and staying with her and make sure Byquist gets outside, and then have your other, 2-row, dropping back in for the lob.
Miley Longcourt comes back in for the last 11.7 seconds of the quarter. Comes around a screen and tries to put it up in front of Awu. It gets blocked. Nicholson gets the steal, and Nicholson from about 30 feet away through a one-hand zip to Jada Brown. Jada comes out, and first of all, she gives high five to Miley and says, hey, that's okay, you started that play. She set the screen for her.
Well, you brought the big girl outside to block the shot, and that opened it up inside for Jada.
Yep, and then, of course, Nicholson got the quick pass in. Jada got the easy one. She gets the basket. Nicholson gets the assist, and it's halftime. Your Quincy High Blue Devils 35, the East Moline Panthers 16. Back with halftime activities. And the band from right here in the Panther Den, East Moline, MeccaSportsCo.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
This game is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. You can find us at meccasportsco.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@meccasportsco, and on Facebook at facebook.com/meccasportsco. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecca Sports Co. If you're a business owner, a lot of things keep you awake at night. Your insurance shouldn't be one of them. With well-planned coverage from Pekin Insurance, you can rest easy. Call Freiberg Insurance in Quincy for a quick insurance review. They'll make sure your business coverage is up to date and thorough. Freiberg Insurance will work with you to put together a policy that fits your business and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pekin Insurance.
Back at the Panther Den, and Coach Pettit noticed it's halftime, and the band left. Now, wait a minute here. Didn't I just have a comment about this at the shootout when people left about 30 seconds early from the Blue Devil game?
Yeah.
So, where are you going, band? It's halftime. Now, you know that. I think
they should be playing now, but once again, they got their loop going on, with, popular songs, the 70s?
Not sure really what's on the band situation. Although, their name a lot of times in the past would run until halftime, and then once they did their halftime stuff, might leave.
But we're at halftime now.
Right, and so you expect them to be here, and the band, our Quincy High band, plays until the end. Of course,
third quarter, baby.
Hey, baby. That's right, baby. So, hey, here's the way this thing started off. Quincy High started off hitting a three to start the game off. They gave up 5 points on the other side, hit another three for the Blue Devils, now up 6-5. After giving up a basket, the Devils went on an 8-point run, would lead 14-7, and they would close out the first quarter up 20-10. So there you are, doubling up 14-7 and 20-10. Start off with a basket in the second quarter, and after giving up a basket from East Moline, Devils would hit 2 free throws, 24-12, doubling up again. Devils then go on another 6-point mini run and lead 30-13, and after trading a basket to each and then also a free throw on the other side to East Moline, 35-16 for the first half, and the Devils have hit. In the first quarter, they hit 5 3-pointers, 2 in the second, so 7 threes already in this ball game, so lighten it up. Other side, 1 3 by Figueroa, and that's how they started the ball game out and have not hit a 3 since.
Well, and, that's the one thing that I think the Blue Devil gals have done a great job of, pressuring the ball, and because let's face it, UT's strength is, the big girl underneath, and if they can get the ball down to her, it's hard to guard her. Let's put it like that, So, they've done a great job of pressuring the ball outside, bad passes, getting the ball going down, getting it inside and then kicking it out for wide open looks. I mean, great job of, passing the ball, by the Lady Blue Devils, because I think most of their baskets have been assisted on. So, I mean, that's the one thing you want. And they've been very unselfish, when passing the ball and making the extra pass, especially here in the first half.
Couple extra passes there. And, of course, Awu Inside's got some nice moves. They're slower moves because she's a big girl, but she makes them deliberate. Looking at some of the players we've faced, I'll tell you what, Tristan Pieper for Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
She handles the ball. Not only is she tall and she can handle it, when she makes her move to the basket, and not to be praising the other side of the town, but she makes a good move, and she is ambidextrous. She is equally as good with her left hand as her right hand. She may have the Jada's got some great moves. So we'll take Jada out of the picture here, being at Quincy. Of all the teams we've played, Pieper might be one of the best post players that we've seen that can come out and in, and she's only a junior, so and that Raider team's pretty good as well. But so are the Devils, and the Devils are going to have a good run here in the postseason because they're going to have to bring their A game. They're in the bracket that it is where it is. We mentioned coming in to this game, we were actually 16-10. There was a really jam.
Well, I was going to say a fine line, between, number 3 and probably number 6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 at least there. Although Collinsville wasn't in the mix really. Belleville East was in the mix. Also Edwardsville and us. Those were the 3. You get a couple extra victories in there. We get the 3 seed. And of this, if you've got a best spot in this one, 3 seed would have been a good one because you got Collinsville in the 6. They're beatable. And then you play O'Fallon in the semifinal. They're a load, but at least they're not the Alton load. Then you don't have to face Alton until you end up on their floor for the sectional. But guess what? This is how it broke down, so let's forget the what if.
Well, and that's the one thing with, the Blue Devil girls not going down there and playing, down there, against, teams they're going to face, in their regional. They've only faced one team that's down there, and that was Edwardsville. And you knew if it come down to Edwardsville or Quincy High, Edwardsville is going to get the nod because of the head-to-head.
Yep.
You know, now if you went down there and played and O'Fallon and beat them and then lost to Edwardsville or, you know, Belleville East or Belleville West, go down there, maybe get a couple more games down there so, you know, the voters can look at it and say, well, yeah, the only thing Quincy High did was this. But I tell you what, you look at Quincy High's schedule, you know, Sterling twice, Galesburg twice, Alleman twice, you know, going, you know, playing over at the Sophie Cunningham. Oh, my goodness. I mean, they played, you know, one of the tougher schedules in the state of Illinois.
See, that's the key, too, there. Not playing down there, I don't think it was much of a factor as the fact if you get those wins, you know, you get that Stratford win or a couple of those close ones or even a couple in the conference, it's a different story then, and I think you get the 3 seed. But here it is. They get the 5 seed. They'll play the 4 seed, and that'll be on February 18th. That is a Tuesday. For those who already have something in their calendar, that's probably the Blue Devils up at Rocky in the Rock Garden that night. So the boys will be up there, but it'll be Granite City, the second game, and it's 7:30. So the first game at 6 o'clock will be Alton, the number 1 seed, against Granite City, the number 8 seed, and then followed up with Edwardsville Quincy. On the other side of the bracket, playing at Belleville East, O'Fallon plays Belleville West. Belleville East plays Collinsville. I expect O'Fallon and Belleville East in that semifinal as well. And then they'll both meet, of course, in Alton on Tuesday the 25th, the next week. So lots of good stuff here. Looking at the rest of the conference where they end up going for the Western Big Six. The Ottawa sectional has Galesburg and Geneseo in it, and they play each other. So Galesburg's the number 2 seed. They'll play Geneseo, the number 8 seed. That's at Richwoods, by the way, in Peoria. And then the winner will take on Dunlap or Richwoods. Dunlap's a 3, Richwoods is a 5. And then you also have at Rockford Boylan, oh, check that. That was the 3A, by the way, because the 4A I've got on the other side of the page, and I'm going to finish that here in a second here. The 3A has Galesburg and Geneseo. Rockford Boylan is the other sectional. Sterling, number 1 seed, will play at Sterling against Rochelle and then play the winner of Plano and Sycamore. So they're going to have 2 games at home. Not to go ahead and put it there, but Mark Sterling, Rockford Boylan.
Well, yeah, Sterling's a very good ball club. Very good ball club with the Austin girl, you know, in the middle. She's a load.
And the guards outside. Then at Chatham Glenwood, another 3A spot. You've got QND getting the number 1 pull, and they'll go to Jacksonville and take on the 9 seed. The winner of that will play the winner of Springfield and Jerseyville, and that's all at Jacksonville. And, of course, they will feed into the Chatham sectional, so Chatham will probably end up being there. They've had a lot of losses, 8 losses or so, but their losses have come to some pretty good competition as well. And then before I left, I was writing down the 2A Rock Falls sectional, and I must have realized what time it was because that's Alleman, and Alleman got a number 1 seed. So they're playing, and I'm trying to think where their first game is at.
Well, I tell you what, you look at Alleman's losses, you've got a who's who in 3A. In the conference. So, a very, very, very good conference, the Western Big Six on the girls' side.
And let me get back to 4A just briefly here. So on the 4A side, with all those 3A teams in our conference, the rest of it is on the other side, and 3 of the teams in the conference in the Western Big Six are in the same bracket. Normal Community will host, I believe. No, Rock Island host. Normal gets to play East Moline, the number 8 seed, this Panther team right here.
Yep.
And then the winner will play either Moline or Rocky. They're the 4 and 5. So everything's at Rock Island at the Rock Garden, but it will be 1 versus 8, 4 versus 5, and 3 of those teams are Western Big Six teams. Third quarter ready to start here, as will be no breaks there, folks. Devils will have the basketball. Same way, Byquist, Longcore, Nicholson, Hamby in the high post, Jada Brown. 4 on the perimeter. Awu guarding Brown. Bennett Hughes on the 1-3-1 part. Also back Ellaheimer, she's on the right wing. Left wing, Figueroa. Figueroa actually plays the point. And then dropping down low after a shot from the corner. Hamby's shot is no good. Jada Brown was going after the ball. She jammed her finger because she stopped after that action. Anika Tristan was going after it. And she immediately went down and started grabbing her finger. And she also realized that she touched it, wasn't going to get to it. So Panther basketball. Third quarter action, 35-16 at the half. Still that way after playing 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Jeff Wellman, Dave Pettit. All your action here on Megasportsco.com. Hamby steps up, gets a steal. Gets it to Nicholson. Chloe takes it in. Oh, Chloe pulls the left out. That was a nice move, bringing it to her left hand and trying to scoop it in. Defense came up, blocked her off on the right. Missed the shot, though.
Well, good job on the defensive end by Chloe, getting her fingertip on the ball, and then got it out and then took it to the whole heart.
Awu in the right short corner, being hounded by Brown.
Good
the
job.
pass comes out. Nicholson tips it. Here comes Hamby. Hamby gets it out to Longcore. Longcore saved the ball, but stepped on the line. Now, if that's Byquist on the other side, that pass is probably caught because she's got just a little more speed. So a couple turnovers here. We played 1:10 in the third quarter. No change in the score.
Well, once again, when you go on a fast break, get the ball in the middle of the floor so you can go right or left. Don't bring it down on the sidelines to where you can only go one place, and it's usually a cross-court pass.
Right baseline. Awu missed her shot. She knew it was going to be missed. Gets her own rebound, gets inside. 3 Devils around her. You realize her size when 3 of the Devils are around her, and they still don't make up one of her. I mean, she's a strong girl.
Well, yeah, I look at Nicholson, who's 6'1", maybe 6'2" now, probably still growing, and she's small compared to Awu.
Awu makes the first one. That's Linnell, by the way. And our first points of the second half. Foul was called on Longcore. She's got 3. First foul of the second half. Second was a line drive. Her shot from the corner was a line drive as well. Get a little more arch on that one. Devils in transition. Jada Brown, high post, in the left corner. Hamby went down low. In the hands of Byquist. Madeline probably should have taken the 3-point
well,
shot.
Now, why would you pass the ball to Byquist, posting up on Awu? you don't do that.
Exactly. Ebony Figueroa travels, bringing it to the left side. Good defense on the left wing. Let's try this thing again 2 minutes into the quarter. Let's go, Devils. Nicholson with a point. Coming out of that 1-3-1 Panther defense. Nicholson off the left side now. In the high post is Brown. Madeline Hamby gets it in the left corner. Skips all the way over right side to Longcore. Miley comes through the zone. Tries to make the pass to the corner. It's tipped away there by Tristan. And the Panthers get the basketball. Nice idea, but that's got to be a bounce pass out there. Shot no good. Good defense by the Devils. Jada Brown gets the rebound. Down the left side, Hamby. Jada Brown then comes down, stops about 4 feet in front of the basket, comes up short, gets a rebound, comes up short a second time, says Longcore, how about from outside? No good on the 3.
Ooh.
And Byquist came down with a rebound. Should have been a jump ball, as Anika Tristan also had the ball. Instead, it was an easy out. They give Byquist the foul. Cameron, her third. Second on the Devils here in the third quarter. Yeah, that Cameron did a nice job of pulling down that rebound. Came in from the side. Madeline again gets another steal. The Panthers are getting lazy with that pass. Madeline is only a foot behind her and shading to the passing side, to the player's side, and they're still throwing it. And she's stepping up and taking the ball away. There's a delay there as Nicholson. Figueroa had a knee out. Nicholson went down, and they kind of hesitated. In game 1, it wasn't just officials. I felt bad. We had a girl at the top, and we actually pushed. I think it was, I can't remember who it was, pushed the Panther, and she hit her knees in the backcourt, and they didn't call a foul. Good pass from Byquist in the right corner. Hamby flash down. Madeline gets the basket. Byquist gets the assist. Good flash on that one. 5 minutes left in the third quarter and counting. 20-point lead, 37-17 for the Devils. Good job there. Longcore knocked the ball down. It's on the floor. Probably a good job by Coach Pavalonis calling the timeout, because I would have called maybe a traveling because of the movement out of Elleheimer, and the Devils were trying to get the jump ball. Oh, a full timeout. So with 4:49 left in the third, Devils lead 37-17. We'll take a break right here on megasportsco.com.
At Blessing Health, our podiatrists and podiatric surgeons understand the importance of getting you back on your feet. When you experience foot or ankle pain or injuries, our team of experts is dedicated to restoring your mobility and relieving your pain. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Do the logos. Back here at Panther Den. 4:49 left in the third. Devils 37-17. Slow third quarter. One free throw on the Panthers side. Devils just finally got their basket with a nice pass. Cam Byquist was in the right corner, found Madeline Hamby flashing from the left side. Got to the block for the easy layup. Oh, by the way, we forgot to mention on those postseason games out there, Monday in Taylorville, the junior high, it will be the Quincy Junior High Comets at 6:30 taking on Mount Zion. Pass to the left side.
Taylorville, should we go and do that one?
You mentioned that just the other night. It was too far for you.
I don't know if we could.
I've got to call Monday.
Oh, it's Springfield. That's not too bad.
No, it's 15 minutes or so, and I've checked with the IESA, and I've already checked. Could not get a hold of anybody at Taylorville before school was out. Devils doing a great job of defense. Last touch by the Panthers, and the Devils will get it. The ball moved all the way down here to our free throw line extended, so the backcourt. And we fought, and finally the last Panther touched the ball and went out of bounds. Devils in a half-court set. Hamby was already set up in the corner, ready to go. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound there, new player into the ball game. We'll check that after a ponytail moves away. And a drive from the right side. Figueroa looks like she gets to go to the line. Longcore is going to be her fourth foul, 2 in each quarter. Might have hit those first 2 threes. We haven't needed her on the offensive end since then. Figueroa hit the first 3 of the ball game. She's had a 1 for 2 free throws in the second quarter. And this one she misses.
Well, that's one thing this Blue Devil team can't do with their short bench, is get people in foul trouble or have people hurt. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, a big loss, her going to the bench.
Figueroa makes 1 out of 2, like she did the last time. 37-18. Yeah, you tell them, you cannot get hurt. That's your speech. Win 1 for the Gipper, and you cannot get hurt. Gipper. Nicholson misses her second 3 of the day. She had 3 in the first quarter. Panthers get the rebound.
Once again, another quick one. 1 pass and a shot. Instead of working the ball, going inside out.
Nicholson gets a steal at half court. I'm not sure it was a steal or off of Figueroa's foot. And then driving the lane, coming down. And a good job. Jada Brown fills the lanes every time. Nicholson gets the assist. Jada gets the bucket.
That's one thing Jada does better than the big girl from East Moline. She'll run the floor and left hand, right hand around the basket for some easy looks.
Yeah, you talked about Coach Dan said the other night, too, and I think he's probably right. Jada might be the best player in the conference. Definitely right there. She was freshman of the year last year. Nicholson almost a steal. Now she gets a steal. Now she dribbles through her legs. Elephants helps her. Good pass all the way to this wing. Hamby tried to go inside to Jada. She'll go back out to Chloe. Chloe says, I like it. Takes the shot. Good.
Once again, the paint touch, kicking it out, stepping into the 3.
Chloe hits the three-pointer, 42-18.
And another wood mark.
You got it. BuildingCenter.com. Timeout taken there. We'll take one, too. 3:21 left, third quarter action. 42-18. Back with more. MechaSportsCo.com.
This stream is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecha Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit mechasportsco.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
Back after the quick timeout. Devils didn't even attempt to sit down. They knew it was a 30. By the way, those out there that do not familiar with the rules, 30-second timeout. You have to stay on the floor and stay standing. The full timeout, you can go sit on the bench. Your helpful tip brought to you by Coach Pettit and Mecha Sports. Ayana Alonso back in the game, number 4.
I used to not let them sit if they were bad anyway. And didn't make any difference if it was full or
You're
half.
taking chairs away from the bench. Devils got the steal in transition. Jada Brown inside the three-point line. Good. Gets a little rattle out of that one. Good shot there by Jada as she follows down. 44 now, 18. Devils with the lead. Jada has such a good game everywhere.
Oh, she's developed it. Oh, right there, fronting the big girl right there, got the steal.
Jada with the steal. Jada with the fluorescent pink shoestrings. Jada gets it from 17. Jada gets a basket.
That's like a free throw for her. The
Jada show. 2:33 left. Jada puts up another one, but somebody's got to get the ball to Jada, and that's why it takes teammates. 46-18, 2:25 left in the third quarter. Triple team coming. They drop it down to Awu.
Yeah, I'll take Awu in that battle against Byquist for sure.
Yep, sorry there. I had to sneeze there, folks, as Byquist realized it right away with a 9-point run, by the way, answered by Awu. And right away on the other end, it's turnaround 14-footer Jada Brown with another basket.
Jada trailing the play coming up, from 15, with Awu sinking back down low, had 2 wide open looks.
Good form and a good look, but the shot went over the basket for Bennett Hughes. I tell you what, she's a junior. She needs to work on her shot because she's got some little size there. And with Linnell inside and kicking it back out, you got to be dangerous because if you're dangerous on the outside, then Linnell will have a lot more room inside for the Panthers. Inside, 2 minutes left, third quarter action. Devils have the basketball. Nicholson at the point of that 1-3-1 defense. High post. Jada turned around, it wasn't there. That's kind of nice when you can throw it out to the 6'1 girl over the point guard. Nicholson starts the drive. Kicks it out to Hamby. Her three-pointer no good. Just off the corner of the board, Awu gets the rebound. And Chloe on that brought the defense to her so it would be an open shot. From the right side, air ball all the way over. A quick shot there.
Nice box out by, Elfritz on that one.
Yep, and Ella Heimer got called for the foul. Her first of the third quarter. They have 2 now, Panthers.
That's one thing, weak side rebound, and when you're in that 1-3-1, you got to make sure somebody gets a butt on somebody on the weak side.
Hamby starting to drive. She got to Awu. Then she got fouled by Awu.
Hammered.
And lost the ball. Hamby hammered. That's a tough one 5 times fast. Panthers in the half-court set from the left side. 3, no good. Awu. Oh, she went over the back of Jada Brown, and then Jada commits the foul with her hands straight up. That's some tough luck there. When you played a good job and screened out Awu, Awu goes over your back, and then when you put your hands straight up, you get called for the foul. So you get a double whammy for playing good defense, basically, and good rebound position. Linnell to head to the line. She is 3 for 6 today on the day. She heard that and said, okay, I'm now 4 for 7. Quiet. If you look at the crowd.
Well, she always has made one, missed one.
The crowd-wise, I think Devils are pretty close to having at least 50% of the crowd. Awu's second one, no good.
Made one, missed one.
Nicholson with the rebound. Comes down the right side. Elfritz, who's in the game. She gets through, takes a shot, partially blocked by Bennett Hughes. See, Hughes can play some defense. And she's got, nice length. We're not standing next to Linnell, of course. From the right side.
Bounds.
Yep. We've seen it all season long. More from the men's game, stepping over to the sideline. It's almost like it's, a tight court like the three-point line in the NBA.
Yeah, because there's no room down in the corner.
Right.
If you got size 12s, you might be in trouble.
Yeah, we're here in the high school game. There's a lot of room down there. Byquist with a good drive. Cam saw Chloe on the weak block and decided, hey, I can throw this right through the arms
finish
of
that
Tristan.
one, throw it up, do one of those crisp ball floaters, right there, and then you got the weak side rebounding, with Nicholson in case you miss it.
Or bounce past that ball. I mean, everybody has to bend down to get the ball. Nicholson knee passes over to Hamby. Nice job.
I always look at the guards being able to score. You know me.
Passes Brown. Left side, Hamby. Byquist pops out. 12 seconds left in the quarter. In the right corner, Elfritz down to 8. Back out high. 18-footer. No good by Brown. Brown starts to track it down. Awu gets to it. Down to 2 seconds. Oh, now that was a pretty good look. Linnell dribbled twice. She looked across the court and realized, I don't have time to pass it, and then brought it back and took the shot. It was hard off the board. But we have played 3 quarters here at the Panther Den. It's the Quincy High Blue Devils 48, the East Moline Panthers 21. Back with the fourth quarter, and no, I'm not hearing "Hey Baby," so we're not at home. We'll hear that tonight, but back on MeccaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
And back to the fourth quarter here at Panther Den. I'm going to tell you, they had the band early. Now they've got pumped-in music, some pretty good stuff going on here. And I was watching the Woodmart ad and on our dial. And the beat for the Woodmart ad was matching the beat of this song. course, Kevin Vanderbilt was a heck of a drummer. His dad was a heck of a drummer as well. He played for Freddie Teakin back in the day. Not Kevin, but his dad. And Kevin was a darn good drummer. Said he hadn't played for a couple years. Said it would take him a month or so to get back just in that rhythm. So it shows you like an athlete. You know, it's second nature, but when you haven't done it for a while. Panthers have it to start the fourth quarter off. After getting the ball knocked out of bounds twice by the Blue Devils, we've gone through 6 seconds. No score has changed for those who are paying attention to the score. 48-21, Devils with the lead. Our good friends who always tell us to make sure we keep that score. I like when they tell us that. I told them the next time I was going to start the game off with it's 0-0 and see what they think, and they go, you son of a buck. Shot no good by Awu. Good save. And that was Byquist with the save, but her foot was on the line, so it goes back over with 7:42 left in the game to the Panthers. Lobbed inside. Lobbed to Awu, but over her head to Nicholson. Chloe dribbles down the court, takes her time, all the way in for the layup. And she just really sized that one up as she went down the court.
And that's a really high lob if you're going to throw it over the 6'5" Awu.
Indeed. And Nicholson was right behind on that one. That's a great advantage to have somebody that big in there because as long as you can throw the ball up. Now, again, you're not jumping as high as the guys do, you know, but you're still. Anybody who wants to go up and get it has to climb you.
Well, she gets good position.
Yes.
You know, I mean, she gets down low and gets good position. Nope.
And there's Bennett Hughes. I talk about her. She screened out there, got the offensive rebound, and put it back for the Panthers.
So got the rebound, didn't bring it down.
And that's a key, too, so many times. From the right corner, no good, Ellifritz. Weak side rebound, Byquist. She kicks it back out. Hamby, good. Give a rebound to Byquist, give an assist to Byquist, and give Madeline Hamby her first 3 of the day, brought to you by Woodmart Building Center.
Good job getting the offensive rebound, kicking it out.
Panthers in the right side. Figueroa starts the drive, shoots a shot from the short corner over the basket. Weak side, Tristan got the rebound. She got it to Awu. Linnell went down, took the shot, got her own rebound. Takes another shot, no. Devils are like looking. Nicholson and Brown both had it. They looked at each other to say, are you Awu? No, you're not. Okay, you can have the ball then. So that was pretty sweet. They actually looked at each other.
Oh, yeah.
Figueroa knocks it away from Ellifritz. Evany all the way in, no good. Weak side, nobody was coming down. It was an easy one for Alonzo. She missed the shot, Devils get it. Alonzo was on the weak side. There was nobody for help. And here come the Devils in the half-court set. Hamby back to the top of the key to Nicholson. Figueroa guards her. Oh, just goes right by her. Pulls up, little shot. Nice job there by Chloe. Chloe is, smooth is probably a good word, an adjective, when you talk about Chloe and handling the basketball.
Nice little elbow jumper right there, and she could do that about any time she wants.
And she does. 5:55. If you're playing the lottery today, hey, play the fives.
And it's 55-23.
I just saw that up there. So you got 5-5-5 up on the board. 2 more fives out there. Reminds me of the Carnival or the KC barbecue when they had those glasses on top of all the things. You're trying to throw quarters or something on top. And the guy always yelled, 5, $1. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means, but I'm supposed to throw a quarter out there. And all these years, it's stuck in my head. This song hasn't, though, because I don't know who it is. 55-23 for all you guys out there and gals. Enjoy your Saturday. Make a run, do some stuff, and then come out to Blue Devil Gymnasium tonight. The Bulldogs from Batavia come in town. Still haven't checked that roster of 20 guys to see who's going to be in my book. I might have to just use that sheet.
You need a bigger book, man.
Yeah, you're going to have to earn your way from the roster sheet into my book at all. Good stuff out there, and as we mentioned, too, Monday, good luck to that junior high Comet team. Back to action here. Panthers Figueroa brings it up. In the ball game is True Blood. She's on the left side. Bennett Hughes stays in. Awu gets the lob, but and a good job by Jada to tip it, partially fronting. Linnell touched it, although she kind of looked to coach like, I don't think I touched that, but it goes to the Blue Devils.
Well, Ellifritz has got to get over there a little bit quicker, on that double team.
Hamby from the left side, and I didn't look down, Coach, because I thought maybe she had a foot on that. I said that earlier this season, a couple games ago, when Miley Longcore had her feet definitely behind.
They gave her a 3 on that one.
Yep. Madeline Hamby for the 3. Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. Just stop by and see everybody there and tell them Mecca Sports Co. sent you. Shot by Nicholson, came up short. Elephants, a great job inside. And Awu was right there. Mia wasn't moving. So Awu just grabbed the ball and then got called for a foul. And she's looking like there was no movement. How about a jump ball? For Linnell, she only has 2 fouls.
And Elephant's what, all 5'3", and Awu's like 6'5", so that was a sight right there.
First foul of the fourth quarter with 4:45 left. Devils will have the basketball. Clock started, actually. And that's because, that's right, 35 points. Thanks, Coach. We can forget about the shot clock, but, boy, we don't forget about the running clock out there. And normally this is where Blue Devils try to get all their bench off there. Here we don't have much of a bench. Brown, a good move. Jada started to make a move to the right. Cameron snuck around to the left block. She'll get the basket and give the assist to Jada Brown.
Well, that's the one thing that I've liked. Oh, another steal.
Nicholson with a steal. Chloe goes in for a nice, easy layup. Good job there. Timeout to get the subs in. That's a good job by the official, realizing the subs are coming in. So Nicholson, Brown, Byquist all going to take a seat. Devils on a 12-point run now, lead 62-23 with 4 minutes left.
Well, that last set, great job by Coach bringing Jada out and bringing Awu out, making a quick move and then the pass down underneath for the easy layup.
Linnell, good job in the high post. Fakes a couple different ways, then takes a runner with the leg up. The old Steve Spanich. Then takes the ball away from Chloe Nicholson, and she tells
that's not Chloe.
She's a good kid. Oh, that's right. It's Bristol came in, Walker. And Bristol had to play in the first game. They had a girl not quite as tall as Linnell, but twice the size of Linnell.
Oh, yeah.
And she had to bang, and she's like, what, I got to bang? Now I got to come in and bang Linnell?
Well,
Emma Bunch steps out of bounds.
All's fair in love and basketball.
Oh. Third foul out there. By the way, after Linnell took that ball away and Bristol fell to the floor, she went in for the layup. And it's like, she says, hey, I'm still a good move, and gave a high five to her teammate. Don't look the ball in. That's what happens on the right side. Figueroa didn't look Alonso's pass in. Those are the things that make a coach frustrated because it's the simple things. Look it into your hands, squeeze, screen out, all the fundamentals of the game. Also in the game, Layla Gay, Emma Bunch, she said, bench is where it was at. She said, hey, I think I'm going to take it to Awu. And Awu said, what are you doing here?
No.
And so block shot there. Hey, give Emma some kudos for actually taking it in there.
Well, you've got to. You got to go into the shot blockers.
Lineup right now for the Devils in that 1-2-2. We'll give you that lineup as Linnell Wood goes all the way down, then does a fadeaway. Missed the shot, weak side, tipped by the Devils. So we've got Elfritz, Gay, Bunch, Hamby, and Bristol Walker. Bristol runs the floor pretty good and actually pretty good around the basket with their hands. Shot, no good. Bunch did not get the screen on the weak side. Trueblood got the basket, her first, and that cuts the Devils' 12-point run there. Still leading 62-25 with 2 minutes left in this one. Stick around for the post-game show brought to you by Hardee's. Brian Harms and the gang at 30th and Broadway. Here's the runner. Gay shot it. She had 3 bounces on the rim, no good. Rebound comes away. That's Trueblood for the Panthers. Like I said, the post-game show brought to you by Hardee's. We'll talk to Coach as soon as we unlock the door up here so he can get up here. And we'll pick our player of the game as well. Shot from the side, no good. Bristol Walker kept it alive. Bennett Hughes got it. Inside. And a good shot by Figueroa. She missed it. Linnell Wu got the ball, put it back up with her left hand. A quick timeout. So let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 to the 27. So really, more of the team is scoring now for the Panthers. Last time it was 20 out of the 22. Good pass there by Bunch. Elfritz had her shot partially blocked on the left block. Did get it up on the rim. Here's the steal by Hamby, right where she stole it in front of the table a couple times in a row. And Madeline goes in. Oh, and they count it. She got pushed a little early. She gets the and one as she just hit 2 3-pointers conventionally early in this quarter. First foul call on number 21, Anisha Patino.
And she gets in double digits with 10. Missed the free throw and got the rebound.
Puts it in off the glass. Hamby with it.
4-point play.
Gets the rebound exactly and the putback. 66. I know I was putting that there. I forgot she scored the first basket. Kind of like that Nicholson back-to-back that night after the steal. Down to 20 seconds left. Devils will improve on the season. They'll get their 17th victory, be 17-10. More importantly, they'll go up to 9-5 in the conference with one more game left to get to double digits, maybe 10-4 against Moline. That was a good job of not calling that out of bounds, by the way. Shot taken by East Moline. And that's the game. What I was telling you right there is the referee handed the girl the ball. Not very good. She dropped it in play, and he didn't penalize her for that, which is kind of nice. So buzzer goes off, and that is the final. The Blue Devils led 20-10 at the first quarter, 35-16 at the half, 48-21 after 3, and they put together a 12-point run in the fourth and extended out to a 66-27 victory here in East Moline. That'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast as we work on our stats and start getting ready to, as they're already putting the baskets up, they know we got to get back to Quincy, and we'll have Coach in the post-game show and talk to him as well. So your final score here at East Moline, a great job by the Blue Devils. Quincy High Blue Devils 66, East Moline Panthers 27, and you've been watching and listening to Blue Devil basketball right here on mechasportsco.com.
This game is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co. You can find us at mechasportsco.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@mechasportsco, and on Facebook at facebook.com/mechasportsco. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecha Sports Co.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
All right, here we go. And welcome back to the Hardee's postgame show, brought to you by Brian Harms and the guys and gals at 30th and Broadway. Stop by and see them. Now, normally you'll stop by and see them, but tomorrow, I'm sorry, Brian, we're going to miss you. We're going to go up to St. Edward's in Mendon to a sausage fest. So if you want to come up and join us, we'll be there. But we'll come back by and see you later on as well. So we appreciate the sponsorship throughout the season. As the Devils with a good victory here today. And I tell you, it started off, I thought, Coach, if I remember right, this game started off
like 5-3,
slow.
Halfway through the first quarter, and it's like, okay, let's start picking it up. And then, the defense picked it up, after that and, made it, a lot easier, especially, with the defense and then getting out in transition, and getting some good looks at the basket.
You indeed. Hey, it's the coach's comments, which is brought to you by Kunis Honda, Kunis Hyundai. By the way, Coach Pettit, you'd look good with a board like that. I like that the dry erase board there, and we call it a chalkboard.
Looks like it's been chipped a couple times. You haven't got mad or nothing.
It was the bottom of a chair. It wasn't me.
And the reason we say that, we've had time that Mike Elby did one year, and then they all put shoestrings and put it back together, and he put it on his wall. So, by the way, that's Coach Brad Dance, who has joined us out here. Hey, nice victory out here. Hey, wouldn't it be nice, now just talking off the wall, wouldn't it be nice to have a post player like Awu in there and let Jada play a 4 in that lineup?
Yeah, that would be a good thing. But
she's a big girl inside.
She's improving. She's gotten a lot better from the beginning of the year.
I would say so too. And of course, I think Tristan Pieper has some better moves inside, but Jada still has the best out there. All right, the Devils came out and they started up hitting from threes. We had 5 threes in the first quarter, 2 in the second. Really got after it and hit the shots, but we were also doing a good job, as Coach Pettit mentioned right off the bat, on defense. And once we picked it up out there, we only gave up 5 points in the third quarter, only 6 points in the fourth quarter, 11 points in the second half. You can live with that, can't you?
Oh, yeah. We did we switched up to a 1-3-1 there, middle of the second quarter, and then we did that in the second half, and I thought the girls did a good job. And the key with that is Jada fronting the big girl, and then she doesn't get a chance to really post up. She has to catch it at the elbow or catch it at the baseline, extend it, and then try to make a move from there instead of catching at the block. So we put that in here, I don't know, about a week or so ago, and we've been kind of tinkering with it a little bit, and I thought the girls did a good job. And we've got to make sure that if we can keep Chloe at the top there, those passes, those high arcing passes or those slow bounce passes are the ones we got to steal. So I thought the girls did a good job in the second half.
Yep, and I tell you, fronting a girl at 6'5", you say, oh, it's easy, but it's a hard pass to get over and to somebody. And really what East Moline needs to work on is their shooters, because if you can get it inside and get it back out to some shooters, it will open it up for her. But let's go to us, because it's really what it was about. Defensively, we did a great job in there. Of course, Jada does her hard work in there as well. We mentioned when Miley hit her first 2 threes that we really didn't talk about her enough the other day. She had no points, but she played some good defense on Voss and whoever she had, and that's an impressive stat out there. But I really thought the Devils did a nice job, and even in the second half, we shared a lot. We had a lot of assists early, especially even on the three-pointers. So whether or not East Moline is at the bottom of the conference, you still got to put good games together like this.
We do, and we didn't want to just come up here and just barely get by. We wanted to win the way we should, and we had 5 possessions in the beginning of the second half where we just we're kind of sloppy with the ball. It wasn't like we weren't playing hard or trying to get into the offense, but we were just kind of being sloppy with our passes, and we had turnovers. I mean, it was 3 minutes into the quarter, and we hadn't scored. They hadn't scored either, but, we should have been up, 8 or 10 more points than what we were. So we got to make sure that we don't have empty possessions, especially against good teams going forward.
And that's about the time I think you might talk to them, because you went on a 9-point run and built the lead up to 46-18, and then that nice run in the fourth quarter as well. So last conference game on the road. Our next road game will be Hannibal, which is not that
Tuesday
far.
Night, yes.
And then, of course, on Wednesday it'll be Moline at home. So we've got to wrap it up there, and then we get into the postseason right after that. Doesn't seem like it's here, but hey, we still got a lot of work to do.
Yep, we got on the road Hannibal, and then Wednesday will be senior night for Kate. So she's going to dress, and hopefully she's going to make a layup to start the game. So that's the plan.
Awesome there.
So, yeah.
Really, I've watched her, and I think she goes in this week, is it? Or maybe
she goes Thursday for the surgery.
That's what I thought, Thursday. And so good luck to her on that. And, of course, I told her mom the other day, the way she was rocking around, I think she can play. She goes, no, she can't. She can't run.
She's done. So.
Well, good deal. Well, hey, I know we all got to get on the road there. And do you have somewhere to go tonight, too?
Yeah, we're going to Chick-fil-A now, so that's what the girls tell me. I got to hurry for this. But then I'll go back and watch my son play tonight.
And who do they got tonight?
They got Mexico, so that'll be a tough one. They're really good.
And I think if you get there early enough, you can watch Alton, can't you?
Yeah, that's the plan. I'll get the tape from Eric regardless, so it'll be. But I'd like to.
Really, do you really want to see Alton?
Yeah, we got to get past Edwardsville first.
You do, but you don't.
Yeah. So.
All right, well, have a great meal, great time with the girls. Good victory today, Coach, and let's carry it into next week and beyond.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, guys. Have a safe trip.
All right, thank you there. It was snowing a little bit there when we first came in. That's Brad Dance. Coach's comments are brought to you by Kunis Honda, Kunis Hyundai, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. We'll give a quick nod to Kunis. Come back to wrap it up here with our player of the game and the final box scores. Devils win 66-27 here at East Moline on Mecca Sports Co.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Mecca Sports Co. is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all Quincy High School basketball. Like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube to follow the action. Just search Mecca Sports Co. MECCASPORTSCO. And you can also find us at meccasportsco.com for the full game schedule and more.
14-27.
Yep, and Coach Pettit and I are chatting here behind the scenes here as we're back live in the post-game show brought to you by Hardee's. As let me do a double check there, Coach. 6, 8, 10. That's right, 14. So with our math out here. Hey, let me do the box scores here first of all. First for East Moline, who will fall now to 1-28, and they have not won a game in the conference. Won't embarrass them there. 27 points out of them. 14 of those points came from Linnell Awu. Could have made a couple extra free throws. She could have. She's about 50% right now on that. 6 points out of Ari Bennett Hughes. One of those came on a nice offensive rebound at the end of the game and put back. Ebony Figueroa, she had 5 points. 2 points out of Maya Trueblood. And that was the scoring on the other side. Got a number of ball players in there, including Annika Tristan. Also playing in the ball game was Ayana Alonso. Starting the game was Nandi Elleheimer, and Anisha Padano. And I hope that is right there. My apologies if it is not. Now the Devils on the other side improve to 17-10, 8-5 in the conference. Yes, I think I might have said 9 earlier, 8 right now. And they were led. Jada Brown had 22 points on the day, too. Chloe Nicholson had 18 points, including 4 3-pointers. Hamby with 12, and she had 2 3-pointers late in that one. Just missed a blue collar. There's your 3 players in double figures. And you drop down Miley Loncor with those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Cameron Byquist had 5 and 3 points from Mia Ellifritz. Also getting in the game, Emma Bunch, Layla Gay, and Bristol Walker. So we got everybody off the bench, and Kate Medemeyer wasn't in this one, but you heard Coach, she'll be in senior night next Wednesday. So, and after having surgery. So she'll be ready. I think you can get ready in a week there, Coach. Pretty good night on the offensive side for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, good job sharing the basketball. I mean, we did have our lulls to where, we got a little bit sloppy, like Coach said, for, 2-3 minutes at a time, to where, we got to, make sure that we're playing, a full 32 minutes, especially when we get into, the regionals and whatnot, especially against the competition we're going to be going up against. But, overall, good job of, adjusting tonight, bringing out a new defense, making it tough for the big girl to score underneath the basket. And,
I meant to mention that was one question. I guess I didn't let Coach talk to Dan Stairs, and we were trying to close out there. But my question would be having Byquist or trading up Nicholson in that 1-3-1. If you got Nicholson out high, she creates some havoc for everybody.
Well, it depends on what kind of team you're playing. Yeah, you know what I mean? This team right here, had trouble, making the passes, back and forth. You get against a better team like a, Edwardsville or an Alton, maybe it might be better to have her down low, you know what I mean, to help out with the boards and so on and so forth.
You read my mind.
I mean, it's one of those things to where you can adjust that, and especially with the, the players that you have, especially with the, Nicholson out there that can play several different positions, shoot, you can move her around to make it the most effective, 1-3-1, 1-2-2, whatever you're going to play, against the teams when it comes to playoff time.
You got it. Now time for the I said players because I already had 2 in mind, so you're going to have to go with that there, Coach. Who you got?
Well, I thought Nicholson did a great job tonight, getting the deflections, getting the steals, rebounding, as well as she could have, with being out front of the 1-3-1 in the second half. But, the extra passes, I mean, she stepped up and looked confident, shooting the basketball, doing the little drives and the little 12-footers there. I mean, she's got the complete game. It's developing. But I thought she did a great job. And, Jada, Jada's, battling against, the 6'5" Awu. God, she had one heck of a game. Well, she outscored, Awu, 22 to, 14 and probably out-rebounded her.
Yeah.
So, she had a great game, too. Hey, I would go co-MVPs of the game tonight.
There you got it, right where I was heading there as well. And Jada didn't even really score in the fourth because then she created the passes for Hamby and Nicholson in that last quarter. So she became on the offensive side with the assists. So there you go. Jada Brown had 22 points. She was 4 for 5 from the charity stripe. And on the other side, you had Chloe Nicholson fired 4 3-pointers. She had 18 points. Your co-MVPs, or your players of the game, as we will say, Jada Brown and Chloe Nicholson. All right, Coach, time to shut her all down and get ready and hit the road as we'll be back in Quincy tonight for Quincy High Blue Devils and Batavia Bulldogs. Game time 7 o'clock for the tip. And thank goodness they don't start early down there. That way we won't have to worry about that there. So last thoughts, Coach?
I tell you what, have a safe drive, back to Quincy. Weather might be a little bit iffy, so take your time. Make sure you get back there, and, we'll see you tonight from Blue Devil Gymnasium.
Sounds like a winner there. And speaking of a winner, the Quincy High Blue Devils pull one out today. Not pull one out. They pulled it out and stayed ahead all game long as Quincy High 66, East Moline 27, and it's been Quincy High Blue Devil basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com. Good night, everyone. Actually, good day, everyone. We'll good night you tonight there. Thanks, Coach. I'll let you go ahead on that one there. Good day, everyone.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
You know, here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any 2 of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.